First off, the biggest surprise in this game was the Bears entered this game as a team who could not run the ball and could not stop the run. Washington was running the ball very well, and they were stopping the run very well, and those things flipped in this game. I have a hard time blaming Jayden Daniels in this game. He made some really big mistakes in big moments. Quarterbacks are not going to be perfect, and when you're relying on that guy to win you the game, it's going to be tough. He threw a pick in the red zone, didn't put it high and away. They're taught to throw it high and away from the receiver because if you miss, it doesn't get intercepted. He didn't do that. He put it low and in tight to the field. It got picked. Young receivers had to make plays, something you haven't really seen a lot of until the last couple weeks when they've needed them to with all the injuries at receiver. It kept them in it. The run game was bad. They were playing a lot of jumbo. The Bears were highly committed to stopping it. And they kept trying to attack up the middle. They were too slow developing with their kind of exterior run game. And it just overall didn't really work. I do not blame Bill for his 2 fumbles through 2 weeks, Jacory Carrasco-Merritt, because in both of those, he's getting hit 3+ yards in the backfield. That's on the offensive line. Yes, you can tuck it away. He's trying to make a play. He's getting blasted in the backfield. That's on the O-line. I did think they could have mixed up the carries more, gotten McNichols more involved. Looked like they missed Chris Rodriguez a little bit, who's more of a downhill thumper when they lacked kind of that downhill push on offense. And I thought on 3rd and 10, they were too aggressive. They gave Jayden a lack of over-the-middle options in terms of checkdowns. The one time they had it, it was to McNichols on a 3rd and 13. He broke a tackle and got a first down. And I think it hurt their ability to set up closer field goals, too, because they didn't try to bite off yardage. I would have liked an approach on more 3rd and longs where they try to get 5 or 6 yards and then maybe go for it on 4th down, which was something they were very good at and pushed a lot of last year. The defense cannot put a full game together. It was the secondary's best game of the year. I know they gave up a couple of big plays still, but they played better than they had. I didn't think anybody specifically played poorly. I know a lot of people were going after Quan for his big missed tackle. And yeah, that was a big missed play, but he had a lot of big plays that kept him in this game prior to the missed tackle on Swift. It looked to me a lot like the defense they had last year, where the passing game, they made some plays. They defended the run in the middle. The exterior run game killed them. They could not stop pitch plays. They could not stop outside zone. And just some final notes. If you fall behind the way they did by double digits against Kansas City and Dallas in these upcoming weeks, you will get killed. You're not going to make those games close. Those offenses will run away with the game. You had a dropped interception in the red zone, that's 3 points. You have a missed field goal, that's 3 points. You have Andrew Wiley after Bill fumbled, letting the ball roll between his legs, not recovering it. That's points right there. And then, of course, Jayden Daniels with the really just horrendous fumble at the end of the game. And it's tough because this is kind of the bounce back thing where I think they are in some ways playing better on offense than they did last year, but the results are not going their way. That's the NFL, right? You won a lot of close games last year. This is an example of what happens when you don't win those games. It's tough.